Morning everybody, it's about 7 o'clock, it's Friday weigh-in day, and I've stayed the same, 203.2. I went up as far as 205.2 this week, and obviously last week I dipped right down to 201.8, and those were all midweek weigh-ins, because I weigh in every day. I know I'm not supposed to, but anyway, I couldn't help it. Obsessive. So, stayed the same, felt quite discouraged when I started to go up in weight because I've been hovering around, as you know, this 205 to 203 region for what seems like forever. And I really thought I'd made that breakthrough mid last week down to 201.8 and got discouraged. Again, a bit of makeup on, guys, so the eyes are waterworks. Oh, cheers, good morning. A bit of last night's tea, which was a bag of new flavour. My best online pal, Rachel Radio Star, is going to hate me, but this one is licorice and lemon, harmonising. She absolutely detests the licorice one, so she'll absolutely hate this one, but it's actually really nice. I put that in with... Oh, I've got some lemon and ginger. I've been drinking tea like forever at the moment, so I've just got some new ones. So I've got some ginger. So lemon and ginger and lime, licorice and lemon. Get a theme going here. There's a couple here that I don't really like. I mean, they're okay. Chamomile and spiced apple, don't really like it. So I'm trying to use it up in with a bag. So I put 2 tea bags into this 2-litre thermos, and it's got a lid that you can, you press the button and the tea, and you can pour the tea out, and it literally, when I poured out some of the stuff that I had in this morning, it was still lukewarm. Now, I mean lukewarm when I say not cold, but not even warm, but anyway, drinkable. Try to get the liquids in. So if I can get at least one of those into me a day, plus a few other drinks, that's at least 2 to 3 litres I'm drinking a day of water, which is what I'm trying to do. Very good friend in work brought me back all the way from India an entire flask of coconut oil. Not sure how I'm going to get it out when it starts to get down to the bottom. I think I'm going to have to get one of those Knickerbocker Glory spoons. But so I have a whole thing of fresh, raw, organic coconut oil from India, which I am really looking forward to trying as well. So yeah, started to get a little bit despondent that I'm in this stall. I've been going on to the Reddit r/keto site, and putting in I've been stalling, and honestly it feels like a stall to me. Now, what I was told was after about 3 weeks on keto, the weight loss that you originally had starts to get replaced again with water, because your body's starting to adapt to the fact that it's not getting any carbs, so it's trying to replace what it sort of lost. And I'm losing fat apparently, but I'm replacing it with water at the moment. So once that sort of 4 to 5 pounds of water weight goes back on, I have to lose 4 to 5 pounds of fat in order to sort of get to the point where then I can start to actually be fat lost again. So I'm persevering, word of the year. So I'm persevering and I'm not giving up. I haven't had any, I think the most I've had of carbs is about 30 grams, and that was about 2 weeks ago in one day. I feel, cheating if I'm going above 15. Now, if I go above 15 towards 20, that's okay. But my limit is 15, and that allows for 1 or 2 grams, to fluctuate. Oh, I'm wearing my Fitbit again. So I want to start counting some steps, do a little bit of exercise. I got my Fabletics outfit. I'm not going to try that on yet for you guys because I got a size large, which is a size 14 to 16. which may fit me at the top because I'm sort of a 16 at the top, but at the bottom, I think I'd still look like a high side. One thing I wanted to show you this week, and it's only a quick one because I've got to get my son up for his breakfast. And sorry, I've got something in my eye. Yes, an eyeball that's irritating me. So hang on, I have to do one of those. Pull the eyelid over your eye and see if it comes out. Right, okay. Now, I wanted to show you this. I'm going to step back. Right, now, I don't think you can see an awful lot of change. Maybe a little bit here, okay? But, now, again, apologies for those of us a sensitive disposition. But I've had to pull my jeans right up over my belly with a belt because they're too loose. And when I say they're too loose, if I have them in and around sort of, you know, the belt down at this sort of area, they are really, really loose here. And it feels as if I'm about to walk out of them. So I think I'm losing a little bit off here. Now, I was out for lunch yesterday with a guy pal, and I've known him since, you know, the two of us were knee-high to a grasshopper. And we try it, you know, once a month or once every couple of months, to do a catch-up coffee. And I said, look, I know we'd sort of had a lunch appointment, but I says, look, wherever I can get a steak and a salad because, you know, no carbs and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I've been doing this for a few weeks. And he says, Natalie, I can see it off your stomach already. He says, honestly, he says, I went, because he was, you know, sort of crossing the road to see me. He says, I can really see that your stomach isn't as big. I thought, what bloody size must I have been the last time he saw me? Because obviously I'm still huge. But what size must I have been that he could physically see a difference? So in that respect, the weight may be the same. I'm balancing, you know, I'm justifying it with the water fat sort of balance. I really do think I'm starting to lose size. Now, I started doing my kind of, you know, measurements and stuff. I'm still in and around, as makes no difference, where I was this time last year. So around about May time. And again, this time May last year was about 205. But I've clearly lost weight from and size from the biggest that I was, which was in February there. So every couple of weeks, I'm going to do, you know, a body measurements thing and put it into my Fitness Pal and just see if there is a genuine weight loss or size loss, which is what I'm going for more than anything as well. And that's when I'll really know that the fat is starting to go, because my body is obviously starting to recalibrate the water balance in my body. And apparently, as you lose fat from your fat cells, water replaces it. And then eventually that water dissipates and then the fat cell shrinks. But it takes something like, I don't know, 10 years or something like that for an actual fat cell to die. So the bigger you are, the more fat cells your body actually creates. And therefore, the easier it is for you if you start pigging out again for those fat cells to repopulate and, you know, get bigger again. So I would, once I get down to goal weight, I would have to maintain that for 10 years in order to recalibrate. I think it's 10 years, 6 to 10 years, something like that. I mean, a genuinely long time for me to recalibrate my fat cells distributed over my body to a normal level. So this is not a quick fix, and all my VLCD diets, and you know, where I you know, 6 weeks and I lose 1.5 stone, I have to put all that to one side. God knows I was destroying my entire esophagus by, you know, being sick all the time as well. So this, I honestly, there's a couple of times I have to say where I maybe had like a keto pig out. So I maybe had, you know, put in my days totals, completed it, and then pigged out afterwards on things like, oh, I had double cream and a 10 calorie, jelly. And then I had a couple of pepperonis and stuff. So it's keto friendly food, but I'm still pigging out, calories in, calories out still make a difference. I was, I was sitting there on this couch thinking, I should go and be sick. I should go and, I can't have that in my tummy. And I didn't. Because I told myself, no, I'm now eating. And regardless of these videos that I'm doing, I'm not going to be sick, or I'm not going to, purge any food from my body. I am eating healthily. Who cares if I have a pig out? When I say a pig out, I'm not talking 4,000 or 5,000 calories. I'm talking about going from 1,200 calories maybe up to 2,000 or something. Once a week, pig out, get over it. So I'm not doing anything stupid. Every day I'm eating. Now, yesterday I didn't have quite so much because puberty is setting in the family. Oh God, the tantrums. I thought I got rid of them at 2 and 3 years old, but no. More fool me. Even phoned my mum for advice. She says, ignore him. So I did, and he calmed down. He was very sorry and very apologetic and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't eat much yesterday. Normally that would have been, an excuse to friggin' raid the fridge as much as I possibly could and go for it. But I didn't. In fact, it actually turned me the other way. I just didn't feel like eating too much. I still made my calories for the day. I think I pigged out on a pepperami. By the way, original pepperamis are just not as nice as hot pepperamis at all. I prefer the red ones. But I went to Sainsbury's the other day because I was looking for some organic meat and fish. Tesco's don't do organic meat anymore. Oh, I found a farm shop it's a wee whiles away down in Downpatrick. And it is called Pheasant Hill Farm. So I'm going to take a trip down there on Saturday, get one of their meat boxes, chop it all up, portion it out, and stick it in the freezer. And that'll do me. Try and sort of get that for the rest of the month, and not have to do anything apart from fresh stuff for him. So stayed the same, but I think I'm losing size, and I'm going to persevere. If you could start to see it in my face a bit. Can you see it in my face a wee bit? I don't know, because I've still got that wee push there. And actually, when I measure my neck, I'm still 14 inches around the neck. 14 inches around the neck. Big, thick neck. But I'm starting to, like I say, I'm starting to, smoothen out. Now, yes, okay, granted, that's my jeans up here. But even then, there's still, okay, look, excuse the fat leg, but there's still give there. I mean, I could go tighter on my belt, except for my belt starting to ride up against my my back and everything. So fingers crossed the next couple of weeks. Oh, and again, sensitive disposition. It's kind of my lady week. And I'm not really supposed to have periods because I've got one of these fucking Marina coil thingamajiggers in me, and I think it's breaking down now. So I'm starting to have a proper period. Sorry, gentlemen who are watching this, but this is life. And now that's not an excuse for like water weight and all that kind of crap I used to put on. But it's weird for me. I'm not used to it. So it'll be interesting to see. But the other thing is that I do want to say this. Talk about PMT, PMS, whatever one you call it. I used to be, Godzilla. Absolutely Godzilla for that. By the week coming up to my period, you couldn't have looked at me sideways for I would have gone through you for a shortcut. Completely on the level. I mean, because normally the day I get my period, I go, oh God, that's what was wrong with me. Looking back, it's almost like a wave crashes over you and you kind of like, relief. I haven't been like that. I've been very steady. Very steady. Didn't even, barely reacted when, my son kicked off yesterday, And I really think sugar is a poison. I think my body's starting to feel a hell of a lot better. Oh, the other thing is, That is a freaking boil. It's not so bad today, but my God, talk about up like a pap. Second nose. Anyway, 15 minutes. I've got to get him up for his breakfast, so I'll bid you adieu. Thank you once again, everybody who watches these videos. Keep the comments coming, keep subscribing, and keep the motivation coming, because it really does mean so much to me. Take care, everybody. See you next week. Bye now.